I have a very important question for you today. How often do you feel like you failed in your life? And I'm not talking about the epic, life-changing, should I even keep trying failure. I'm referring to the type of failure that occurs in your day-to-day activities. Like when you write down a to-do list or had planned out a few simple tasks for the day. But by the time you got ready for bed and you look back on your day, you realize you didn't accomplish a single thing you said you were going to do. And you might chalk it up to your job, or some big event that happened, or maybe you just couldn't find the energy to get going. But at the end of the day, either you did, or you didn't get it done. And for some, those excuses might be okay. But for others, they wind up beating themselves down mentally, asking things like, why can't I ever do better? Why am I such a failure? These thoughts will run over and over in our brain, slowly breaking us down. So much to the point that we try to justify our actions with even worse thoughts, like, I've always been lazy, so why even try and change? Or, I always knew I'd never succeed at anything. And this mindset, these thoughts, are so destructive to your well-being. Now, of course, we should hold ourselves accountable when we don't do what we said we would, but not to the point of self-sabotage. A majority of us think that when we fail at something, even something minor, it's the end-all be-all, which is why some don't even try to begin with. Because we've been taught over and over again by schools, jobs, and even our parents that failure of any kind is completely unacceptable. But we need to look at it from a different perspective. Instead of looking at failure as this big, nasty dragon that burns everything to the ground, we need to see it as a chance to learn. You didn't get all your tasks done? What can you do to fix that tomorrow? You had a bad breakup? What happened that drove it to that point? And is there something that you can do to make sure it doesn't happen a second time? You relapsed on that addiction? Take a good look at what triggered you, and do your best to remove or fix it so it won't happen again. Failure is not a life or death thing. It is a tool to be used to grow. Do we sometimes fail more than we'd like? Yes. Does it suck when it happens? Absolutely. But failure is not our defining moment unless we accept it as such. If we accept failure as the end, then it will be the end and there's no hope for us. But if we shift our focus and see it as a stepping stone to success, then we have the ability to adapt and overcome. You can always try again because life is just one big learning experience. So the next time you fail, mess up, or fall short on whatever you were trying to do, don't get discouraged, don't be upset, and definitely don't quit. Just take a step back, look at what happened, make adjustments, and try again. If you do this over and over, then eventually you will find success. So go out there, make a few mistakes, and then keep going. Because if you do, then one of these times you will succeed.